in Daytona or visit Daytona? Then this is for you.
What's the news? What's the move? What's poppin' in the city? From the streets to the beach, that's it. You're in the know.
Hey y'all, it's Das, and this is Das It, your weekly dose of what's happening around the city. Let's get into it. All right, y'all, what's good, Volusia? So much is good in the county of Volusia, and I'm going to tell you. So here are a couple of things that I thought were cool. The Daytona Beach Planning Board okayed a rezoning for Avalon Park, Daytona, which is going to be a huge, and when I tell you, I think they said like 2,000 acres of land that will be developed for this project. Now, this project will be going on for years. However, it's revenue, revenue for our community. So that's pretty cool, y'all. Creek Crossing proposed a development, and the city council was going to vote on that last night. So I'm kind of interested to see what happened. But it'll include 111 homes, and that's going to be in the Port Orange area. So Port Orange is getting a major community possibly. So that's pretty cool. Mother's Day is coming up, y'all, May 10th. Now, it is the end of April, and May 10th will be here before you know it. So I'm mentioning it so you can go out and make sure that you are prepared this Mother's Day. Don't show up empty-handed. We don't like that. I'm just saying. Cinco de Mayo is coming, y'all. May the 4th be with you. So the cool days of May are coming. So the first week of May is going to be this weekend going into next week. So just keep that in mind. You have those things to look forward to. Something else that is good in Volusia, the Daytona Beach lifeguards are hiring summer lifeguards. So if you are interested in being a lifeguard, y'all go check that out. Go sign up. Go save a life this summer. How amazing is that? So this is the 150th year of Daytona Beach being incorporated. So it was incorporated July the 26th, 1926. So we are celebrating 150 years here in Daytona. And I just wanted to share this one tidbit because I thought this was so cool. So the Peabody Auditorium, of course, was originally built back in 1919. There was a fire in 1946 and they reopened in 1949. And it's just one of those places that's a staple here in Daytona. It's older than the incorporation. That's pretty cool. So if you didn't know about the Peabody Auditorium, that's something interesting for you to know. And also, did you know in 1955, Elvis Presley performed at the Peabody? What? That's so cool. Oh my goodness. We have so much history right here in the city of Daytona Beach, y'all. Wow. All right. Well, let's move on to mark your calendars. Things to do here in our community, the city of Daytona Beach. Starting this weekend, y'all, the RV show will be at the Daytona Speedway, April the 30th through May 3rd. Y'all go check that out. I love driving by and seeing the RVs. I think it is so freaking cool. Like, I just one day going to get me a dope RV and I'm going to travel the United States. I'm telling you right now. Shout out to my uncle because this is his dream for real. April the 30th through May 3rd. Again, we have the Daytona Jazz Weekend over at One Daytona. That sounds interesting. I bet it's going to be in that little that big courtyard area. And so the environment's going to be amazing. That's going to be a great event. Y'all go check that out. Cinco de Mayo, I mentioned that, block party for the city of Daytona Beach. It's going to be downtown Daytona, May 1st. May 1st is this Friday. So y'all go check that out. Get an early start on Cinco de Mayo. Because Cinco de Mayo falls on what? A Tuesday? Oh, yeah. Who wants to go drinking on a Tuesday when you got to get up and go to work on a Wednesday? Well, a lot of people. Okay, so y'all, the Kentucky Derby is this weekend, and I know that has nothing to do with Daytona. Or does it? So, Zanzibar Speakeasy is hosting their annual Kentucky Derby party, and that's going to be this Saturday, May the 2nd. That sounds so cool. The sound of music. The hills are alive with the sound of music. Y'all know y'all like that singing, huh? Theater kid, I am. Anyway, the Sound of Music, y'all, will be at Athens Theater this weekend, May 1st through May 3rd. So y'all go check that out. If you are into musicals, it is a great musical. And if you just want to get out and do something different, check that out. The Riverfront Market moved from last Sundays to every Friday from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the Riverfront Esplanade. That just means they've gotten a lot of business, a lot of traction, and they had to expand it. So shout out to the Riverfront Market for that. Art in the Park is coming to Ormond Beach Rockefeller Gardens, to be exact. That's going to be May 2nd through the 3rd. That's cool. Love art. Love art. And these are free events, y'all. You can go to these events for free. Of course, you have to spend money if you want to buy something from a vendor. However, the event is free to attend. The Volusia Senior Expo. Now, this is a little ways out. It's at the Brandon Center in New Smyrna Beach, May 3rd. But it's going to be going on from 11 to 3. And I thought it was amazing because it's for seniors and we must take care of our seniors. They're going to have health screenings and all kind of things free for our seniors here in our community. So y'all go check that out. Something else that's going on, not in our community, but by our community. Some of our locals are doing an event called Breakthrough Orlando. And this was created by Tom Martin, who is a realtor and coach here in Daytona. I've spoken on him. He's been highlighted on CP Time before. His great event is his second event. It's going to be at the Florida Hotel out in Orlando. He's got a special guest speaker, Ricky Caruth, and I just am excited for all the people that are going. I can't go. It's tomorrow. I have to work. I'm going to hold down the fort so my agents can go and experience this amazing event. So if you don't have tickets already, y'all go check that out on Eventbrite. All right. Lots of things going on this weekend in Daytona Beach, y'all, right? I know. It's so cool. It's so amazing to be a part of this great community. All right, let's move on to Under a Dub. Under a Dub is where I talk about things that you can do for under $20. All right, so there's a free country concert at Pictona in Holly Hill this Friday, May the 1st. Y'all go check that out. If you are into country music, it's a free concert. You can't beat that. And Pictona has like this outdoor, if you've never gone, it's a pickleball place, but there, it's outdoors and it's kind of like stadium setup. So I'm sure having a concert there is pretty cute. I'm going to have to check that out myself. Tortuga games, y'all. You can get general admission Tortuga game tickets for $15 and some change. So that's under $20. So for under $20, you can go check out a Tortugas game right here in Daytona Beach. That's history. I would go do it because, y'all, I've gone to a game and it was exciting. So go check that out. If you have kids, go check that out. They offer all kind of deals. Next month, I think they're going to be offering a deal for South Daytona residents. So they're doing things all the time for the community. So make sure you follow them online, on social media, and go to their website for more information. Ooh, y'all know how I love me some Arcade 51. I talk about Arcade 51 like I've actually gone. I haven't, but I love arcade games and I love to tell grown people about things that we can do to have fun, because why, just because we grow up, do we have to not play games and have fun? That we don't. We can still do all the things we want to do that we did as kids. We don't grow up necessarily. We just age. We mature. Okay. So Arcade 51 on Tuesdays is doing 2-for-1. So 2 people can get in for the price of 1. And remember, I said you can get in and play unlimited for $20. So now 2 people can get in and play unlimited for $20. That's dope. Shout out to Arcade 51. When I get over there, they probably gonna know me already as much as I shot them out. Again, you can get out under a dub and do some things like the free things, the beach, the parks. Remember, Game Time on Thursdays has a great $15 deal. If you're into fitness, as you should be, because everybody needs to be into fitness, y'all. We need to make sure that we're healthy and alive so we can be able to watch the Dawsit podcast every week. I'm just saying. Yoga at the Hard Rock. Yoga at the Hard Rock every week, y'all. For $10, you can go and every single morning do yoga on the deck of the Hard Rock overlooking the beach. Wow. I mean, if the yoga didn't chill you out, that ocean would. So go check that out. Tai Chi classes at Daytona Beach. The city of Daytona Beach does Tai Chi classes for $5 every week. So go check that out. Follow them for all the things that you can do in the city for free and under a dub. Those are just a few things. I just was excited to tell you about those few little things. All right. So here is my favorite segment. And y'all know, because if you watch the Dawsit podcast, you know I get so excited about promotion. I love to cross promote. So this CP time, cross promotion that is, goes out to Billy Reuter. Now, Billy Reuter is a motivational coach. Okay. He is a high performance strategist is how he is categorized on Instagram. I was like, okay, high performance strategist. Billy does coaching and mindset elevation here in our local community of Daytona Beach. He's also going to be featured at that Breakthrough Orlando event that Tom Martin is putting on April 30th. So if you haven't seen him speak, it's a perfect opportunity. Billy is a husband, a father. He's kind and motivating and inspirational. He's like the constant reminder that you need to get your together. Okay. He's that person that when he walks in a room, you automatically go, ooh, the energy has shifted. Billy, the motivator Ruta, has entered the building. Okay, y'all. So he has this thing called 90-day elite execution system on his website, right? And basically he's saying in 90 days, he's going to help you form a program for your life so you can stop talking about it and be about it. Okay? Because I think that a lot of times we get so caught up in life being difficult or things not going our way, or, you know, we doing the same things over and over again, expecting different results and not getting those things, and we move on too quickly. Billy's like, okay, let's reevaluate, okay? That everything can be amazing in your life if you just focus and have a plan. Put your life in systems. Get systems going. Execute those systems and your life will change. And of course, there's so much filler because if I could just do what he does in, a couple of minutes, then I should be making the money he makes. Okay. No, I'm just playing. But anyway, Billy is a motivator. He is a coach and he has so much experience coaching. So he's been doing this for quite some time, y'all. And if you've met him, you know that feeling that I was talking about. Like when you see him, I mean, he's got kind eyes and you just want to hear what he has to say. And you feel motivated by his energy alone, but by the words that he says. He really does put so much behind everything that he does here in our community and really tries to elevate the entrepreneurs and the movers and shakers and the business owners here in our community so they can be better. And that's what we want. We want to be better, right? We want to be better versions of ourselves every single day. And that's something that I feel like that Billy Reuter does, is allows people to be better versions of themselves. And that's what the world needs more of. So shout out to Billy Reuter, coach, life coach, mentor. If you don't know him, go check him out. Follow him, support him, and let him know that Doc shouted him out on CP time. All right, y'all. I hope you enjoyed this episode today. I really did. I just really love telling y'all about what's going on in the city of Daytona Beach. And I love highlighting a local business or mover and shaker. So make sure that you tune in every single Wednesday for a new episode of That's It. You're in the know on YouTube. Peace.
What's the news? What's the move? What's poppin' in the city? From the streets to the beach, that's it. You're in the know.